with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Black 80, black. Let's go. 5-9. Let's go. Hey. Ready.
Throwing first play is Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Chargers in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We need 59. Hey, Ray. Set.
Herbert throwing again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Baylor. Let's go.
Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now he's going to step up and run. His throw incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He was taken to the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To the air again, Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Set. Wide
Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Set.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. With with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Odom. Will get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Theo Johnson, 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Well, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second and 10.
21. Stop. Baylor tight. Let's go, let's go.
Herbert now. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
At the 47-yard line.
59, 59. Set. Go, let's go. Hey, easy, easy. Kappa. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. That's a 44-yard
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Set. Let's go. Hey. Reel it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Check. Hey, smash. 19 Tiger.
And the drive starts with a run from H.M. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, H.M. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Hey, Catholic. Let's go. Set.
Now it's Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one and then begin right there.
Go, go. 59, 59. Lion. What is it?
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Delta. Let's go. Hey, ram. Go.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Achane on second down. And some room to work. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running right, here's Achane. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Alert! Alert! Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Broncos switch, Broncos.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he stopped immediately there. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39.
First down, Miami.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 13
18
yards.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First down,
Hey,
Dolphins.
hey, check that, check that.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Cardinal, 18. 19 type, 19.
Back to throw. Odom. Over the middle is going to find Burden. And they'll get this down to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
2nd and 9. Give to Reynolds. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Third down.
Okay, ready? 19, 19. Okay, ready? Cowboy, 18, ready. 18, ready. 18, 5 in. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Let's go. Hey, easy. 59, 59. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
380. Hey, homie. Hey, ram. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey from 21 yards away. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 21.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready.
A run here on 1st down with Reynolds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Dolphins.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready. Craft all 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Up the middle, Achan. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Odom. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
For the field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Oh, good return. Johnson on its poke 3. Football's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
70, Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achan. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
60 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Here we go, here we go. Pass the 60, pass the 60. Rig alert, rig alert.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Let's go, let's go. Ready.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ray. Set. Right. Hey, cap. Set.
Here's Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set.
Now the ball comes loose. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Ready. Cougar 19. Check.
Now a toss right side. HM with it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Ready. 19, 18. 60 Eagles. Cut 19. Trap 60. Trap 6. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Odom. That's complete to DK. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Check.
On the toss, here's HN. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Operating from the gun. Odom. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Off play action. Odom. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Set.
They'll run on 1st down. Trammell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
That's Mario Hampton out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
59, 59.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Lad McConkey from 6 yards away. And the Chargers use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And it pushes the lead up to 23.
Dolphins 26.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Second and 15. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Theo Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 1. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31. Achane gets it from the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll give this to Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
For the field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd and 10.
59.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Twisting away. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 79 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to 50. Watch the key.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it left side of Johnson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Running left, Achane. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Odom. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
12 yards on the play.
Charger, 19 Charger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Odom. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
First and goal.
In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Operating from the gun. Odom. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19. Ready?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score. Chargers 49. Dolphins 43. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Trammell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lion.
Herbert now. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Trammell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's only thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
On the handoff, it's Achane. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 65 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, Ram. Homie trips right. Hey, Ray. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
White A, Lily. Set.
On first down, trailer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Los Angeles, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.